1939. Germany invaded Poland to start World War II. Lou Gehrig of the New York Yankees retired from baseball. The movie The Wizard of Oz premiered. And an agency that one day would become the Wisconsin State Patrol was formed. On September 1st, 1939, the state legislature created the Motor Vehicle Department, which included an inspection and enforcement division. With 46 inspectors from 5 separate agencies, the Inspection and Enforcement Division would grow and evolve into the State Patrol. The inspectors were authorized to enforce the state's regulations for large trucks, buses, and other commercial motor vehicles. However, much of their time was devoted to non-enforcement duties, such as giving driver's license tests and processing vehicle registration applications. They were paid $180 per month and used their own private vehicles for official duties. A door shield, siren, license plate, and flashing lights were supplied. They also were reimbursed for fuel and expenses. In 1941, the members of the division were officially called traffic officers for the first time. But these officers had limited resources for responding to crashes or other emergencies. For instance, traffic officers had no communications equipment in their vehicles. In emergencies, a designated radio station would broadcast an alert. The officers then had to find a phone and call their headquarters for instructions. During World War II, the State Patrol did its part for the war effort, both abroad and on the home front. Traffic officers enlisted in the armed forces and served around the globe. State Traffic Officer John Brown gave his life for his country while fighting in Burma. Officers also escorted military convoys in the vicinity of the ammunition plant near Baraboo and Camp McCoy, as well as convoys of celebrities selling war bonds. Because so much of the State Patrol's activities involved assisting the military, the agency's field headquarters were moved to the Badger Ordnance Works near Baraboo. After World War II, the American love affair with the automobile accelerated, and the modern highway transportation system was born. As the number of vehicles increased, so did deaths and injuries in traffic crashes. By the mid-1950s, more than 900 people were dying each year on Wisconsin roads. To help prevent crashes, the size of the State Patrol increased from 70 officers to 250. The officers' duties also became more focused on traffic enforcement. To handle an influx of new recruits and increase the proficiency of existing officers, a training academy was established at Camp McCoy in 1955. The academy today is used by the State Patrol and other agencies for a variety of programs. To meet the increasingly complex challenge of traffic safety, the State Patrol adopted and adapted to changing technologies, particularly in the field of communications. From rather primitive technology in the post-war era, the State Patrol's communications capabilities are now highly advanced. Officers have mobile data computers in their vehicles, and the State Patrol operates a statewide voice and data communications network. In the 1950s, radar for speed enforcement was a new tool. To inform a skeptical public, the State Patrol demonstrated radar detection equipment at the Milwaukee Auto Show in 1955. Radar was used for decades. Today, officers employ modern laser equipment for speed enforcement. State Patrol cruisers also are equipped with video cameras to help document enforcement actions. However, these dash cams also capture unexpected actions, like a World War II vintage plane landing on US 41. Or a trooper narrowly escaping serious injuries from a semi that did not move over or slow down. The State Patrol's ability to enforce traffic laws was augmented by trained troopers flying aircraft for an aerial vantage point beginning in the early 1960s. Today, the State Patrol Air Support Unit has licensed pilots flying aircraft based in Madison, Eau Claire, and the Fox River Valley. Another modern mode of transportation was adopted by the State Patrol in the 1950s. Motorcycles enabled officers to maneuver through heavy traffic and were ideal for escort duty. Since its inception, the State Patrol has continued its efforts to enforce laws regulating commercial motor vehicles. In addition, the agency protects roadways and highway infrastructure by enforcing weight limits. From officers speaking to businesses and schools to sophisticated mass media campaigns, the State Patrol has always been a leader in improving motorists' behavior. Today, the State Patrol administers approximately $12 million in federal funding for traffic safety enforcement, education, and other initiatives. A constant challenge for traffic safety is impaired driving. The State Patrol started using breathalyzers in the 1950s to measure drivers' alcohol levels. Today, the State Patrol maintains and certifies breath alcohol testing equipment. The agency also tests and approves ignition interlock devices and preliminary breath testing equipment. Despite effective efforts to prevent crashes, they do occur, all too often. The State Patrol's expertise in crash investigations has expanded greatly over the years. And now, State Patrol routinely assists other agencies in determining what happened in a serious crash and why. State Patrol also provides expert testimony in court cases and forensic evidence in homicide prosecutions. In the fall of 2002, State Patrol officers devoted extensive time and effort in the reconstruction of the state's deadliest traffic crash on I-43 in Sheboygan County that killed 10 people. In recent years, State Patrol officers have used traffic stops as an opportunity to identify and interdict the transport of illegal drugs and other contraband. To help in this effort, the State Patrol has added K-9 teams to detect drugs and explosives. As a statewide law enforcement agency dedicated to both traffic and public safety, the State Patrol, since its creation, has been ready to assist other agencies during natural disasters, like tornadoes, floods, and fires, as well as large public events, demonstrations, and civil unrest. The State Patrol also has shown extraordinary commitment to their local communities, especially programs to protect children and improve their lives. The State Patrol has been entrusted with protecting the governor and other high-ranking officials, including presidential candidates visiting the state. For 75 years, the men and women of the State Patrol have dedicated their careers to saving lives and preventing injuries. 5 members of the State Patrol have sacrificed their lives in the line of duty. No matter where or when they served, or in what capacity, each member of the State Patrol has helped build an outstanding traffic and public safety agency with a distinguished history and a bright future.